Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, kind of a messy view at the moment, but a few things that you need to pay attention to on this chart. So, first one is this is a fairly significant break above this double bottom. Okay, so that is a neckline of the double bottom. That's around 4,000. It's 4,018 to be exact, but that is the area we need to pay attention to. If I just drop across to the weekly, you'll see a massive weekly engulfing bar here, which again is a higher low. And I can now, with some confidence, put that trend line in. So I had two touches, that's a third touch of it. And if I take another one to the upside, could be a big wedge forming, or it could actually just be a channel forming. But let's ignore that for now. It's not that important just yet. The important part is that we are in between the moving averages, which means typically volatile and sideways. So that is what you should expect on the weekly. And then I just want to put one more weekly level in here. Actually, sorry, two more weekly levels into this. So you can see there are my fractals, and there is another area there. So these are the zones, or zone to the upside and a level to the downside, that we need to pay attention to. And expect volatility, just be in the location of where we are to the moving averages on the weekly. Right, let's get down to our intraday opportunities. So firstly, on the 8-hour, oscillators are starting to get to the upside. Moving averages are flat. Nothing really giving us, there's no indication here that's telling us what's going on. This is not quite done yet. So there's enough juice in the tank, I would think, to get back up to this area. And remember, that was our inverse head, well, not sorry, inverse, but our head and shoulders top. And what we do need to pay attention to as well is that was a 2,184 point move, 2,161, 277. That's good enough. So that head and shoulders target was met down here. So that pattern is done. You may still get a rejection off here, but that rejection will be to build a base off something else. So that's the first scenario. Looking at the 3-hour, oscillators group to the upside. Definitely don't want to be trapped long up there. Does look like a bit of a wedge forming as well. I would expect this area to be tested, and that is 4,000. So between 4,018 and 4,000, I would expect us to come back here. And looking at the hour, same scenario. Strong uptrend through Friday. And remember, that's going into the close of the week. And we had people buying and then obviously holding on to their trades over the weekend. So a very interesting scenario, this. I would really want to see a deeper pullback, but you may not see it. This channel, this tight channel that's forming, may just continue. So probably worthwhile putting that one in there and assume that that is bottom of the channel. That's the ultimate bottom. This is a tight channel here, but this is the bigger channel here. So pull back into here really makes sense. And you can see this level is fairly close to that. So that's 4018. So that's kind of my view today. And obviously on the 15 minutes is what you're going to be looking for. 15 minutes, 2 days now that it's been an uptrend, grouping to the downside. So you should be looking for structure. And the structure I've given you here on the hour is probably too far away if you look at what's going on here. We should be paying attention to this area here at 4063. So I think ideally what you want to be doing is just pay attention to where the structure is. I wouldn't want to be trading the European session at the moment. There's too many questions because there was a lot of noise around sort of just relief packages for the energy prices are going to happen. And if you just look at all the noise around the Russia-Ukraine situation as well, there's so much going on there. So I'd be a little bit cautious with trying to trade the European session, because I have a feeling the European session is going to be a little bit volatile, trying to find a direction of your makeup. So start that again. So the European session is really going to have a look at what noise has been in the market over the weekend and then make a decision on which direction they're going to go, which could be a bit volatile, so it could be quite a bit of up and down until they figure out what direction to go in. The US markets, there's some noise in the markets that everybody's happy with. There's some outlooks that everybody's happy with. So I have a feeling, and there's people that are sitting on the market from Friday that bought and that are holding. So I have a feeling you're not going to see a really deep pullback. If you do get as far as this, I'd be impressed. That's at 40.45. If we get further down, I'd be really impressed. But for me at the moment, I think you're probably just going to range while Europe finds its feet and then find a direction. It is Monday. There's not much noise in the market, so typically Mondays are very mute and mild unless some major catalyst comes through. So with all of that in your head, pay attention to this area here. That's 40.063, and then pay attention to this area at 40.45, and as far as 4,000. I mean, even if you do get some kind of a noise element that drops us down to 4,000, that would be a great opportunity to buy into this. Okay, so I'm looking to buy off those areas. I'm looking to buy off structure. So in other words, if you see an engulfing bar like this pattern here off the level, or you see a pin bar down here, or you see an inside bar, and I don't see any inside bars at the moment, but same setup. Any one of those three price actions on a level, not below or just above, the tail must be on the level. That is the opportunity to take it. Take the trade on the break of the structure with your stop as tight as possible below the structure, and that will get you into the market. What you're looking for is for 4100, 4109 to be exact, but 4100 is your first area of take profit. It should pull back, find structure on the next bit of next highs, which will probably be the highs of last week, and then you've got another move to 41.39 brewing. Once we're in that zone up there, I would take all trades off and wait to see what's going to transpire, because if you look at the 8 hour, you can see what happened in that area before. And obviously I'd want to see price come up, and then I'd want to see it come back down. Lastly, which should have done this in the beginning, but that was our first trend line break which we've got. That is our second trend line break we've got. So you can see there's a lot happening in this area, and that's what I'd be waiting for. So pullback between 40.045 and 46.4 on the 15-minute chart is what you're looking for. Opportunity is long, and you're looking to keep your stops as tight as possible underneath the structure. Hope that helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.